Hey everybody, this is Grace, and it's a really cold morning, and I'm on my way to my doctor's office. Yeah, after weather temperatures in the 70s, and even I think it was 80 one day. Yeah, all of a sudden it went down, I think the next day to, it never got out of the 20s, the feels like, the real feel, whatever they're going to call it. And then we got, yesterday it was down to 9. The real feel. So today is, I don't know, right now it's 36. To me that's cold. But anyway, just thought I'd add a little bit about real life to the beginning. What I'm going to talk about though is about playing the victim. Okay. This is something I've done videos on before, and you read the disclaimer below this video on YouTube, and I'm not giving any advice, counseling, any of that. I'm not an advice channel. Okay, now I don't know if this is one of those 'tis the season kind of thing, but lately I have seen this happen many times actually, but really 3, maybe 4 stick out. And this is on YouTube. Okay, it doesn't have to be on YouTube. I've seen it on other kinds of social media. But YouTube is a little different because you can actually see the person's face besides mine. I'm one of those, you don't see my face very often. But yeah, it's the people who they do something to somebody else, on YouTube, or it's somebody else just in their lives even, it can be. And once people start to catch on, and not even then, they'll play the victim from the start. And this is just kind of usual with what I've seen YouTube over the past almost 5 years, really. I'd say around 5 years. That somebody's going to play the victim. Sometimes they're doing it behind the scenes, but sometimes they're doing it right there on camera. Okay, and as some of you know, I'm never going to say, I have no intention of ever saying what is the channel name. I don't want to become one of those channels that some people call them drama channels, some call them commentary channels, or both, and then some say it's just all a parody, when no, what's all around it is not at all a parody or none of that. It's just pure abuse. Okay? Pure abuse, seriously. Okay, but that type is the type that they basically bash somebody else, and then for just views, I'm going to put it like that, just for views, and attention, views, growing their channel. And some people will take up for them, say things like, well, of course that's what they're going to do, that way they can get this they can grow their channel. People should do anything to grow their channel. And you sit there and you go, really? You say abusing somebody is a good, to grow your channel, abuse is okay. But that's to some the mentality. It really, truly is. That's the way they see it. That's the way they think, and then it's right. It's wrong. Abusing somebody is wrong, plain and simple. But then this type that does that, not the the person who makes the comment, but the person who actually makes the video, at some point somebody's going to, there's going to be a lot of negative comments. Somebody will make their own video about it, and that becomes more and more, and then they start playing the victim. Okay, that somebody's abusing them. It's all verbal abuse against them. When somebody is just really pointing out, you were verbally abusing this other person, and it's wrong. Yeah, but they're going to play the victim. Okay, and some will even set it up. I mean, they're going to do what they want to do, and it doesn't have to be truly what might appear to be. To only some people would it appear to be that they are being abusive. And to others, they're not going to see that. They're going to think, oh, it's just totally something else. Yeah. And but then they set up whenever they're caught, whenever somebody notices it, or more than one person notices it, like a few people notice it, they set it up to where, again, they can play the victim. Okay, they immediately set it up. Oh, the victim. Victim of what? Yeah. Well, they're going to set it up. Okay. But yeah, they set it up. Now here's the thing that I think some of them don't know is that if it came down to it, now when they're setting it up, they're trying to kind of get ahead of the game, but they're already behind it. And this is what I mean by they don't realize it. Is that there are ways people can prove when they made their videos. I mean, time and date, date and time, exact time that they uploaded their video, okay, and the exact time when it was made public. It could be a different date, and well, if it's going to be both of them, it's going to be a different date, like somebody scheduled it out, so it's going to show. Sorry about that, real life happens. Yeah, you can show those, and you can take a snapshot, a screenshot, a whatever shot, a video of it, shoot a video of it to show, when yours was uploaded and when yours, so you can show that pattern. Or if the person actually did a copycat thing, you put up a video and somebody says, why are you always doing it? And when it's actually the other way around, yeah, you can show that, you can prove it. Yeah, some of these don't know that. The people who love to copycat, yeah, they don't realize that, yeah, somebody can show it and prove it, and prove who is the copycat. So, but see, they set it up in a way that they can then play the victim, and, like they might do it the same day, do their video the same day, and then they can play the victim and say, well, that person's copycatting me. No, the person can prove it. It comes down to it, I think that is one of the bigger ones, is that people will copycat and then try to blame the other person, say the other person's trying to copycat them. That's one of the biggest ones, yeah. Okay, now there's another kind that will play the victim too, and that is the kind that is doing something wrong. Now they might not even know that they're doing something wrong, but my suspicion is they do know that they're not doing, and it could be wrong as in unethical, or overall they're wrong on the topic. And nobody's perfect. We all know that. People make mistakes. I make mistakes. I don't have a problem saying I'm wrong. There are some people who have a big problem saying they're wrong, and those are often the ones that will play this victim too. The ones who are actually wrong can't admit that they're actually wrong. Okay, now this is often whenever they're giving out misinformation. They act as though they are some kind of expert on a topic when they're not. Say it requires a degree, and they don't have a degree, but they think that they're better than we've seen this how many times. They're better than the scientists and, all that, when they're not. But they're going to defend it because they think that they are. Uh-oh. Pull over for that emergency vehicle there. But yeah, they're actually wrong. Totally wrong about what totally wrong. Seriously wrong. And it could be harmful to somebody. But they're going to defend it when a real professional comes against them. Part of their defense, I'm putting my shoes on, so if my voice goes in and out, this is real life. But they're going to defend it by playing the victim. Basically, when it comes down to, this actual professional in this field should know better, and some of them should. Some of these should, and told me this, and sometimes it is they're telling the truth, and they're sick of it, and they've seen a little bit too much of this, of people saying they're the experts on something that they're not, and they're causing people harm. Okay, there's a possible cause, causing people really danger in some instances, and they feel that they need to put a stop to it and say, no, you're wrong. Oh, but that person who is not the professional is going to throw a big hissy fit and say that person, that professional should know better, and go on and on down that road when they're still wrong. No matter what, you're still wrong. I'll give you an example of that one. Okay, say you, like I said, this is on YouTube, And some professional, some counselor, some actual licensed professional counselor sees somebody who's a life coach make a lot of mistakes, and that they feel that it could be harmful. And so they make a statement. You know, they do it not on that person's channel, but somehow else they let that person know, you know, through some other avenue. And that person gets very upset, the one that's been told they're wrong, and they are wrong, and says that the professional should know better, and if the professional knew anything about the topic, which would be narcissism, the professional, the actual counselor, knew anything about it, the counselor would know better than to do that. Now, this is a person who's claiming to be a life coach and knows all about narcissism. Well, this person actually was a victim online of a narcissistic type person. Okay? So how is it that they are better? How is it that they know more if they too fell victim? Okay, now I understand a lot about narcissism, and I would say that, yeah, anybody can. Anybody can fall victim to them. But to say that the professional should know better, if the professional knew anything about narcissism, that the professional should know better and know that that person, that very person that's doing that video that was offended, is wrong when the person is wrong. You see where I'm going? Yeah. The logic was the logic was that messy too. Okay, because one person's trying to put themselves off as being, that knows all there is to know about narcissism, and yeah, it would be a big leap to say that because they know all about narcissism, they would never be fooled by a narcissist. But the hint was that they would not, but that professional would be. You're not proving yourself. You're your own example of you're wrong. More to that than just that. So there was a whole bunch of messed up logic going there. But some people will fall for that. Yeah, of course. Some people are very manipulative, and they know what is sometimes a weakness of others. Not everybody. This is not across the board in any of it. But they'll know the weakness, and they'll play on that weakness. So and they play the victim all the while they're playing on somebody's weakness, other people's weaknesses. So, and I'm telling you the truth, I am so sick of seeing these things. I'm so sick of it. It's like, okay, I'm going to do what that they think that they can do what they want to do, and once they get caught, they're going to, and it's bad, it's wrong, okay, somewhere. But once they get caught, and once somebody, calls them on the carpet about it, they're going to play the victim, okay? They do so often. It's just unbelievable how often this happens. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I'm going to tell you. I have had for a long while, and I had to think about it. When one of them happened, that I saw a scam, a big scam, and this person was one of the people who fell victim to that scam. And I was thinking that it was April of almost 2 years ago, but it was actually a year and a half ago. It was sometime in the summer. And I saw this scam online in the narcissistic abuse survivors community. And it was a huge scam, and as far as I know, it's still going on. And that was one of the reasons back then I really wanted me to stay away from anybody in this community, because that was not the first time I saw a big scam. It was scam after scam after scam, and people giving misinformation to, that's harmful, that kind of information that's truly harmful. Yeah, I see it so much. It will really disgust me, because I'm actually thinking of the people who are, I don't want to say gullible. Malleable might be a better word. I don't know. I need to look it up and see if that's a better word right now. But yeah, they fall victim to this. And I really do think about them. I see the people's comments and how they're seeing this person as somebody who actually knows what they're talking about when they don't. Plain and simple, they don't. And they fall for it. I'm sorry, they do. It's not their fault. Nobody's at fault whenever they're, fall victim to some kind of scam. So, anyway, that whenever you hear me say I'm so sick of it, I don't want to either, I don't go, well, in a way I did this last time. I really wanted to just to get away from YouTube, but no, now I feel a renewed purpose. Yeah, renewed. But yeah, I feel it's a bit stronger now. Yeah, I got to out these people. And I'm not talking about I'm going to out their videos. I'm going to out the abuse. Now, I'm not going to do their channel. And I've never said a channel name. You all know that if you follow me all these 4.5 years. I've never said a channel name. But I would talk about the e-beggars and the scammers, and I've done that since I started making these kinds of videos. But yeah, I'm really tired of it. I am that tired of it, I really don't like being all negative, but hey, what is this channel about? It's about something that's extremely negative. Yeah. Anyway, I've got to go to my doctor, and I'll wrap this up for now. And wrap this one up. I just got out of the doctor's. And I'm going to make another video, and it's going to be about the inappropriate, the people who should not be diagnosing. And what does it mean to diagnose? Okay. I'll do that in another video. So if you want to subscribe to this channel and you haven't already, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click on the rectangles. What? Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would, and I'll talk to you all in another video. Bye.